If you've ever felt tired for no clear reason, struggled to focus, felt short of breath, or noticed changes in your face, skin, or energy, this matters more than you think. Today, we're diving into one of the most common but most misunderstood health conditions in the world: iron deficiency and anemia. And we're not guessing. Everything you're about to hear is grounded in research from institutions like Harvard Medical School, Johns Hopkins University, the Mayo Clinic, the National Institutes of Health, and the World Health Organization. Iron deficiency affects billions of people globally. According to the World Health Organization, it is the leading cause of anemia worldwide. Yet despite how common it is, many people live with it for years without realizing what's really going on inside their bodies. That's because iron deficiency rarely announces itself loudly at first. It doesn't show up as a dramatic illness. It starts quietly, subtly, almost invisibly, and your body compensates until it can't anymore. Iron plays a foundational role in human biology. Research from the NIH shows that iron is essential for making hemoglobin, the protein inside red blood cells that binds oxygen in the lungs and delivers it to every organ, every muscle, and every cell in the body. Oxygen is not optional. It's how your brain thinks, how your heart pumps efficiently, how your muscles move, how your skin repairs, and how your cells create energy. When iron levels are adequate, oxygen delivery is smooth and efficient. When iron levels drop, oxygen delivery slows, and the effects ripple everywhere. One of the earliest places this shows up is in how you feel. Persistent fatigue that doesn't improve with sleep. A sense that your energy runs out faster than it used to. Tasks that once felt easy now feel heavier. This isn't laziness. It's physiology. Your brain is one of the first organs to feel the impact. Harvard researchers have shown that iron is essential for neurotransmitter production and brain oxygenation. When iron is low, people often experience brain fog, difficulty concentrating, memory lapses, and slower mental processing. You may feel like you're not as sharp as you used to be. Words don't come as easily. Focus slips. Mental stamina disappears. At the same time, your heart begins to work harder. The Mayo Clinic explains that when oxygen delivery drops, the heart compensates by pumping faster to try to meet the body's demands. This can cause palpitations, shortness of breath, lightheadedness, and reduced exercise tolerance. You may feel winded climbing stairs or doing things that never used to bother you. Now here's where many people get surprised. Iron deficiency often shows up in the face before it shows up on lab reports. Reduced hemoglobin leads to reduced blood oxygenation, which can cause the skin to appear pale or dull. The eyes may lose brightness. Dark circles can deepen. Lips may look less pink. According to dermatological research associated with Harvard and UCSF, iron deficiency can also impair collagen production and skin repair, leading to dryness, fragility, and a tired, washed-out appearance. Hair and nails are affected too. Johns Hopkins researchers note that iron deficiency can disrupt the hair growth cycle, leading to increased shedding, thinning, or brittle hair. Nails may become weak, ridged, or spoon-shaped in more advanced deficiency. This is anemia. When iron deficiency progresses to the point that hemoglobin levels are too low to meet the body's needs. The World Health Organization defines anemia as a hemoglobin concentration below normal ranges, but the symptoms often begin long before someone crosses that threshold. And here's the critical part. Many people with iron deficiency are told their labs are normal, because traditional reference ranges don't always reflect optimal function. You can feel exhausted, foggy, and weak long before anemia is officially diagnosed. Iron deficiency doesn't affect everyone equally. Women are particularly vulnerable due to menstrual blood loss. Pregnancy increases iron demands even further. Athletes lose iron through sweat and repeated impact. Vegetarians and vegans may struggle with absorption because plant-based iron is less bioavailable. People with digestive conditions may not absorb iron efficiently at all. Iron absorption is tightly regulated. The body absorbs iron primarily in the small intestine, and this process depends on stomach acid, gut health, and hormonal signals. Conditions like low stomach acid, celiac disease, inflammatory bowel disease, or chronic infections can all interfere with absorption. This also explains why iron deficiency can quietly persist for years. Now let's talk about something rarely discussed: energy metabolism. Iron is required for mitochondrial function, the tiny structures inside cells that produce energy. Without enough iron, mitochondria can't efficiently generate ATP, the body's energy currency. That's why iron deficiency causes a deep cellular fatigue that sleep doesn't fix. According to research from Harvard and the NIH, this type of fatigue is metabolic, not psychological. Iron deficiency also affects temperature regulation. People often feel cold, especially in the hands and feet, because reduced oxygen delivery and impaired circulation limit heat production. This isn't poor circulation alone, it's reduced metabolic output. Over time, untreated anemia increases strain on the cardiovascular system. The heart enlarges to compensate. Blood flow becomes less efficient. In severe cases, this can contribute to heart complications, particularly in older adults or those with existing heart disease. Now, here's the hopeful part. Iron deficiency is one of the most reversible nutritional deficiencies when identified early and addressed correctly. Restoring iron levels improves oxygen delivery. Energy returns. Brain fog lifts. Skin tone improves. Hair growth stabilizes. Exercise tolerance increases. Sleep quality often improves because the body isn't under constant physiological stress. But treatment must be individualized. Dietary iron comes in two forms: heme iron from animal sources, which is more easily absorbed, and non-heme iron from plant sources, which requires vitamin C and favorable gut conditions for absorption. Research from the Mayo Clinic emphasizes that pairing iron-rich foods with vitamin C significantly enhances uptake. Supplementation can be effective, but it must be done carefully. Too much iron is harmful. According to NIH guidelines, iron supplementation should be guided by labs and medical advice, especially for men and postmenopausal women, where excess iron can accumulate. Equally important is addressing the cause. Heavy menstrual bleeding, gastrointestinal bleeding, malabsorption, inflammation, or dietary insufficiency all require different strategies. Treating symptoms without identifying the root cause leads to recurrence. The most important takeaway is this: iron deficiency is not just about being tired. It affects how your brain works, how your heart functions, how your skin looks, how your body produces energy, and how resilient you feel day to day. It influences mood, motivation, and cognitive clarity. It shapes quality of life in ways many people never connect back to iron. If you've been told everything looks normal, but you don't feel normal, iron status deserves attention. And if you recognize yourself in these symptoms, don't ignore them. Listen to your body. Ask questions. Get proper testing. Advocate for yourself. Because when oxygen delivery improves, life feels lighter. Thinking feels sharper. Movement feels easier. And energy no longer feels like something you're constantly chasing. Iron deficiency doesn't make you weak. Ignoring it does. If this helped you understand your body better, share it with someone who might need it. And subscribe for more science-backed health content that helps you take control of your health.